Welcome back to another Steins Gate Zero review. Today is episode 4. I'm Justin,
What is up? I'm Logan.
and together we're Couch Talk. As always, we are anime viewers only, no source material, and we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready?
I'm ready.
Alright. Right off the bat in this episode, we see the base. I'm getting World War III is what we're seeing with
Right. This was
Okabe. At first I was like, am I watching the right thing? And then I was like, oh, yep, there's Okabe.
this
What are you
was
gonna say?
strange. Like the whole I don't know if he's looking into the future, if he's just cuz the weird thing was he had the World War III thing. Then he had like a little vision with some guy that I don't know. And then he woke up in a bed on the floor. But then he got back to his normal self on the roof. So I'm like, what happened there? Like,
It was, yeah, no, that it was really weird. It was just like,
he like went to like three different, like, I don't know if they're world lines. I don't know if it's just the PTSD getting to him.
because like, even he was questioning, like, he was like, but the world line transfers won't happen anymore, which he says.
Right. Unless
And it's
someone
like-
starts.
And yeah, then he also mentions the reading Steiner, like, hey, maybe someone else had, and later in the episode, he's like, maybe someone else has a machine.
Right. Or maybe.
It's like, was there like he's like thinking maybe there was a small shift, but from what we can tell throughout the episode, there wasn't a shift.
Yeah, it's.
And that's why he went like straight to Mayu when he woke up, or not woke up, but got back to being on the roof.
Yeah.
He thought there could be a change, but like, you're right. It's like, is he peering into it? Does he have the ability to do set thing because he used to mess with the timeline? Does he now have the ability to see the timeline? Is he just tripping?
It's wild. Like, I don't even know what it could be.
Yeah, because like, he does look like, because he's there in the middle of combat, then he's there with the commander, he's answering the phone, and then all of a sudden he's in a bed, then he's back on the roof, so it's like,
It's a crazy sequence.
yeah, it was kind of confusing, but like, I guess they'll probably get explained at some point. They always do stuff for a reason, so,
Right.
and, like, and something happened, because when he was talking with Kurisu, she said, oh, you called me back immediately.
Right, that's also.
Then he doesn't remember that. So it's like,
There's like layers of stuff happening. And
all that had to happen like within the same time frame.
right.
Because Maho was the one that ended the phone call. So like, when did he call her back immediately?
Right. It's just a very strange occurrence that we don't have the answer to.
Yeah, exactly. So, but when we do break out of that, a lot of it's just decent amount of time with like the professor Maho, and like the professor hopes he has a romantic feeling, or at least Kurisu gets romantic feelings for him.
Right. Like that's gonna help his problem. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Maho doesn't approve of it, because she can tell there's something going on there. As she keeps asking him like, "Are you?" He's like, "I feel like your relationship was deeper than just hey, you met at a seminar."
Right. And the way like Okabe's like avoiding like eye contact and stuff, his body language, he's
started to
giving
have
it
a
away.
lot of, yeah, like when he was on the phone with her later, he had to just hang up because he doesn't know how to feel about it really yet. It's like, she is dead, but she's also right there.
Right.
I feel like that'd just be hard for anybody, like,
Exactly.
especially since it was like a loved one.
Right.
But the other main crux of this episode is just, hey, the girl that we've been wondering about with Suzuru, or Suzuran, is, hey, or Suzu,
Suza,
whatever.
huh?
Suza, yeah, I said it right the first time. There's so many, they say their names like 14 different ways, okay? And also, I said Suzuran because of Kakaryu no Yamadeshi. Suzuha. Uh, we found out that girl is Kaguri, so we do get a name on her,
Right.
and we get actually a lot more about her throughout this episode. She was adopted by Maya.
She looks strangely similar to Kurisu.
Yes.
I don't know how she's going to come into play, because she's obviously going to serve a purpose. They wouldn't just randomly be like, "Oh, we brought someone else, by the way."
Yeah, like, and they lost her in 1998 when she was 10, so she's like 22 now. They said, which a lot can happen in like the 12 years that you're missing, like. And we got the scene with her, like, pulling a gun on Suzu.
That was crazy. I'm like, what?
So, like, that was when she was, like, 10 or something. So, like, you can only think about if she was willing to pull a gun then, like, where she's at now.
Right. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure it gave us a hint where she's at now. But
Oh, yeah, right there at the very end.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, personality-wise.
Oh, yeah. That was just wild that she had, like, some weird...
Voices. She was hearing
like
voices.
a memory, maybe, a voice, and she just snapped. There's a lot of questions this episode, like a ton.
And also talking about like things that happen for a reason. Like they showed a quick snippet of like the news talking about a Dr. Hakashi like being asked for from the Russians and stuff.
Yeah,
I feel like he's definitely gonna have a play somewhere. I would feel like.
Yeah, well, he's the one
like
that technically starts it with the whole time machine, so maybe that's why.
I couldn't quite remember who he was, so
yeah,
I
that's
knew you would.
Yeah, that's Kurisu's father. So maybe that's why Okabe's having like those weird things. Maybe he's like testing his time machine at the moment, and he's having those weird. It's messing with Okabe's like readings. I don't know. So many things happen. It's like holy shit.
There are like. And at the one point, we see the professor going into, like, he turns down a hallway, and Okabe doesn't find him down that hallway, like he went into a secret door or something.
Right, like, even that, I'm like, what is happening?
There's so much just, yeah, exactly, happening. It's like, a lot of questions pulled up in this episode.
It's crazy.
Very intriguing, that's for sure.
It is, and it feels like something is slowly creeping up and it's about to happen.
Yeah, like, I feel like something, yeah, exactly, like, something major time-wise is about to happen. Because, like, even right there at the end, Kiryu pops up, like, hey, to be their investigator. As we know, she was, like, the one hunting them down before or whatever, so...
It's so crazy. And he had a little PTS moment there, too.
Like,
God forbid Okabe goes a day without suffering. Jeez.
Like, this is the worst timeline for him.
Yeah. And, I mean, 99% sure that... What's her name? Kaguri?
Kaguri.
Is at Ruka's place. Because it gave us that split second of red hair. And then red hair is super unique in this.
I think that's why she called. She's like, hey, I think it's to be the girl, but without saying it, because I don't know how much details he gave. Just, oh, she went missing 12 years ago. That doesn't really help if she wound up somewhere. Like,
right.
You're not gonna be reported missing or be known to be missing.
Yeah.
Unless she was there meeting with their family. It was like, oh yeah, I came from the future. Well, I better call Okabe. It's like, hey, there's something weird about this girl.
Right. But I mean, that's the episode. It was kind of... It opened a lot of doors, I'd say.
Yeah, it's... Hey, here's all these characters. This is the ones you had questions about before? Hey, we'll give you the answer about these characters. Well, I'll give you more questions.
Right. You want to just...
Jump into scores then?
Sure. You want me to go?
Sure.
I actually really enjoyed this episode. I like the whole a bunch of question things, especially with like from Steins Gate, because they usually from the first one. They do a good job of tying it all together, and like they usually don't leave
Giving you
anything.
answers.
Yeah. So I'll give it a 9. But there were so many questions. Like it's getting me excited. Like the whole, why does the doctor want her to love? I mean, some questions are bigger than others. Like the whole girl. Like why is she like the one that came from the future with Suzuha? Like what is her importance? Like even small scenes like Maho in that red laptop. Like the split second she looked at it. Like what was the whole first opening scene? What's the deal with him calling Amadeus back right away but not remembering? There's so many questions just came out of nowhere, and you're like, oh my god, something's gonna happen, and something bad's gonna happen. That's how it feels.
The way this world is set up, it feels like only bad things are gonna happen, at least in this world line. Because it's, yeah, like those questions. Like I'm gonna get an 8.5. I also enjoyed it a lot, but like again, where he's talking, he just feels like time's changed the whole time, but then he also says world lines won't transfer anymore. But it would have to be able to shoot a transfer if you gotta stop World War III at some point. So it's weird why he would exactly think that. I don't know if it's just because he doesn't have the machine anymore,
Right?
Or if there's something
I'm guessing
else
he
there.
thinks it only changes when they make the time machine. If that like the whole
True,
goal
because-
is for them to like Daro to invent the time machine and then like fix it. So he's probably like, why is this changing now? Like we didn't do anything, or at least from his point of view.
From his point, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but again, a lot of questions, and it does a really good job of just keeping them open, making you intrigued about them,
Right.
and just
It even got me questioning the doctor. Like I thought he was just some
Yeah.
happy-go-lucky guy, and then now that just
he's out
one
in a
scene.
secret lab.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's
what?
like, who is he? Can we trust him?
Right. It's
But I'm excited to see where this goes and how they answer a lot of these questions.
yeah, same. That does it.
Views.
Now's time. It's the will of the spiel.
As always, if you want to change world lines to a better one, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below, let us know what you thought about the episode, what you did, didn't like, anything we missed you want to point out. Again, no spoilers, as there are plenty of anime viewers only, such as we and others. And we stream over at twitch.tv, links are in the description below, and until next time, peace out.
See ya.